Okay, so here it says that white's pawn, queen, and rook have checks. So it means white's pawn, so this one, and white's queen, which is this one, and then um, sorry, like, which was this page? Okay, so okay, so here also white's queen, it also has a check, and white's rook, like this, white's rook has check. So draw an arrow to show the one mating move. Basically, so I have created it in the board editor here, this setup, complete setup, I have created it here. And I would like to first explore, like, okay, let me create put now it matches the exact setup. So the pawn, which is right, which is this pawn, it has check on the on black king, right, this black king. So how exactly in the next move it will check? So pawn can move diagonally one step. No, it can capture diagonally one step. It can capture here, or it can capture here. It can move one step forward here, but since there's already this person, it cannot move ahead. So it only has this capture move here. So if it plays this, then it directly attacks this king, right? So king is under attack. In the next move, then the only move is to, for first to move beyond attack. Only move for black is to move beyond attack. So it can, like, to neutralize this attack, it can capture this white, and if it does it, the queen will then attack. So if it captures this pawn, it means it is moving to a square which is directly under attack by the white queen. So it cannot, it's not a legal move, right, because it's not moving beyond attack. It is, even after doing this, it is still under direct attack. So then there is no square in between those two, so I cannot, bring somebody in between them. So only possible is to flee out of this situation. Cannot capture, there's nobody that can come in between them, and so it can only flee out of this situation. And to flee, it only has, it cannot go straight because it is blocked. It can only move here, and if it moves here, right, is it still under? If it moves here, then there is no white piece which is attacking this position, right? So this position, particular position, is not under attack, not under attack by any white pieces, so the king can move here. So even though we saw that pawn had a check, the pawn's move can put under check, but it is not something that will result in a checkmate. So I'm going to try now with the queen, right? So if I move the queen in such a way that it puts king under, so queen can move, it has to move here. It can move diagonally, but it cannot, then it cannot go into any square which will directly put the black king under attack. It can go here up to here, again no direct attack on black king. So only way is it moves here and captures this black. So if it captures this black, right, now the evade to evade the attack, black king either captures it, and if it captures it, it is again under attack by the white pawn, so that's not going to work. There is again no space in, no square in between these two, so cannot bring any black piece other than the king in between those, and the king can only move then in with this direction, and if it moves in this direction, it is still under attack by the queen, right, white queen. So king is under check and it cannot evade this check, this attack, so it is basically a checkmate. So okay, now with the rook, if we try with the white rook, if we try with the white rook to put black king under attack, white rook is here, so I would then have to move this white rook in a way that it, so only possible way it can move either straight up or to the left or to the right. So to the left, if I move to any of these, it does not put the black king under direct attack. Here also it doesn't do that, so only way I can move is straight. So if I then move straight up to this point, then it directly puts the black king under attack, and in that situation, to neutralize the attack, if there is a way that this piece is killed in the black's next move, then it neutralizes the attack. So this knight is taking the rook then in the next move, and then basically the attack is neutralized, so it's not a checkmate. So only move by the queen here is the move that puts checkmate. So I would basically like to draw the arrow. So if I had to draw the arrow, I would basically draw the arrow like this. This is the move, that this is my answer. So we'll go back to the book and see the answer. So if I scroll up, I see the answer. Okay, this was the answer basically I also drew.